Well, good morning, friends and family. This is Wander on day 192 of my Appalachian Trail journey. I am here at Hogan Road, and there's the trail going up that way. Brother John here has just dropped me off. I've got an 11.1 mile hike to do today. A lot of climbs. I am trying to compress 6 days into 3. So I'm going twice as far today as what I originally planned. But that'll get me off early, and so we'll see. It's about 5:35 right now, and with that I'll get going and I'll bring you back when I got something to share. All right, this is supposed to be a view, so I'll stop and get a picture. I've been on the road for not quite 55 minutes yet, and gone 1.25 miles. So not too bad timing so far. The first 3/4 of the trail was uphill but pretty easy. Then the last half mile was very rocky uphill climb. So don't know what the rest of the day will bring. Probably a mixture of both. So got less than 10 miles to go. Oh, no, less than 11. So I've done 1.25. I think I'm supposed to do 11.1. So yeah, I'm at 10.8 or thereabout, 10.9 to go. No, that's not right either. Anyhow, I guess 9.9 and 9.8. That's about right. Yeah, simple math. Can't walk and talk, walk and figure at the same time. All right, but this is the trail at the moment. All right, 2 things to note. There's supposed to be a view here, but it looks like a lot of the trees have grown up and have blocked it. The other thing is it's supposed to be a clear day today, clear and sunny. Looks like I got a few clouds up there that haven't blown off yet. So this is the high point for this little section. And then there's a cairn there. So I gotta find the trail going down. Oh, it says, looks like it says turn here. And I look over here and there's a cairn down there. So people are nice enough to give you road markers. And there's a white blaze right there. All right, so should have a little easy section before we get to a junction, I think, trail junction. That's about 1/4 mile away, I think. We got this nice tree to try to get over here. Let's see if I can make this happen. Let's see. Yeah, put those over there first. Not so bad. Okay, a little bit of moose poop. So there's moose in these here woods. Continuing on up. Okay, here's a road sign. Appalachian Trail, AT. Trident Coal Campsite. Gentian Pond Campsite, 7.9. That's where I'm headed to. Centennial Trail, Hogan Road. That's where I just came from, back that way. What's this other sign say? Appalachian Trail, Mount Hayes, 0.2 that way. Well, I'm not going to Mount Hayes, so we'll go to the left here, to the right here, and see if we can pick up a trail. This may be a trail. And there's white blaze up ahead on that tree back there. So 3 miles done, and making fairly decent time. Well, here's a little stream. Got some pools, a little bit of flow there. Some more pools here, and it heads on down that way. This is the first water source on the trail today, but I'm good on water for now. So I've got 3.84 miles, and I'm still working on my first bottle. I got a second one, so I'm good. So either 4, 6, or 8 miles is where the water's located, the reliable sources. Okay, looks like I go up that way. I don't see any blazes. I think the blazes kind of petered out for a little bit here, but looks like that's the trail. Yeah. So we'll head up this way. Oops. And see what we can see. Had a nice little descent down to the water. Now the trail starts climbing back up out of that dip. Yeah, the first part of the trail had a lot of white blazes. Yeah, there's just not seeing many anymore. Now something curious. Was there a blaze there at one time that somebody cut off? Who knows? Okay, just to bring you back up to speed, I've been hiking uphill from way down there, and I gotta go way up there yet, somewhere. Maybe I see some rocks over to the left there. Maybe it goes to there. We'll see. It turned to the left. I get to climb up those rocks there. I think the trail turns. And I keep going up. Well, there's a white blaze. At least confirms that I'm on the trail. Yeah, I'm not going up that way. Looks like I got more climbing to go before I go down. Okay, here's another view for you. All right, so we got a road sign here. We got Trident Coal Campsite. That was where I initially thought I might spend the night, but it's only 10 o'clock, so I think I'll go on another 4.9 miles to Gentian Pond Campsite. That'll be my stop for the night. All right, I came from Gorham, 6.3, maybe a little less than that because I got farther up down the road yesterday. All right, should be some water here shortly. I'm gonna stop and fill up and take some vitamin I, ibuprofen. My left knee is bothering me. Okay, ouch, let me put the camera away before I do something stupid. Okay, just popped out in the open here. I'm sure I've got to go over one of those mountains. But just passed a couple hikers, and one of them told me that there's water about less than a half mile down the stream, down the trail here, that's flowing pretty good. There's a little tiny brown stream behind me. I was going to try to get water, and I put my bag down there and held it there for a bit and couldn't hardly get anything in it. So then I heard his steps coming up behind me. It's like just we chit chat, and then I asked him about the water. So I'm going to go down here a little ways farther and let's get some good water out in the open little pond out here. Oh, there's another one over here. I can see if you can see it, if there's a view to it. Well, looks like the trail goes right by it. Oh yeah, the trail goes this way, right by it. There you go. Let's move it on a little farther. Up on these boardwalks. There you go, nice data view pond. That, by the way, is Page Pond. I just looked it up. So if you ever want to come to Page Pond and see it, here it is. All right, we got some boardwalks for a little bit, then we got to climb. Okay. Far out guy said there's supposed to be a view here, so thought I'd come out here and see if it's true. Right down there, I just came into view, or it just came into view, is Dream Lake. I don't know if there's a better view of it later on, but we'll see. Some road signs. Peabody Brook Trail, Dryad Falls Trail, North Road, 3.2 miles. Trident Coal, 2.5. Gentian Pond, 2.2. AT, Mahoosuc Trail. That's where I'm headed. Right, I just came out on. Oh.
Oops, there he goes. Now he swam. That must be like a bullfrog tadpole, because that thing's bigger than a lot of frogs.
Huh. Pretty sight right here. Alright. This little brook here is the, if I remember, if it's the same one, it's the outflow from Upper Gentian Pond. Got some brown to it. And when it first came out, it really smelled kind of boggy. Okay. Looks like I need to put this up and figure out where I'm going. I think I'm going that way. All right, just thought I'd bring you back one more time, maybe before we get to the campsite or shelter. So, a lot of it's been like this today, walking through the woods. Now, not always this easy. There's been a lot of rock climbing up and down. But just not a lot of scenic vistas to show you other than what you've already seen. I've got about 0.3 miles, if all the numbers are correct, to the campsite. Put my hoodie on instead of the buff, keep the sun off. For a while there, I was higher up and the trees were thin, and it was somewhat cooking me. Yeah, so depending on which road sign or whatever you look at, it could be in a quarter mile or 0.6 miles. Whatever, we'll know when we get there, I guess. Road crossing, Mahoosuc Trail AT, Success Trail 3.4 miles to the left, Carlo Coal Campsite 5.4 down that way. So the trail goes that way. And this sign, Mahoosuc Trail. That's what I'm looking for. Gentian Pond Campsite, 0.2 miles. All right, going straight ahead. You got to climb to get there. All right, let's do it. There's your first look at Gentian Pond. There's the shelter. Okay. Water's down that way. guessing to the lake. Bear box over there. I don't see a sign for privy. Okay, this is what the shelter looks like. You got a tarp you can lower, it looks like, if you want to. It's a double decker. No brooms, oh, there's a broom. Quite dusty inside. All right, I'm gonna put my bag down and go get some water. All right, so my day is done. Thanks for coming along, and we'll see you tomorrow.